So today we are reviewing my old pistol loadout. Now back when I first got into Twine, these are the two guns I went for because besides being easy to get, they were what I had obviously. But I also personally really liked them because at the time, when I first entered, they were doing great damage. But as the zone went on, they did less and less, and eventually I just replaced them all entirely. And what I replaced them with was the Coco 45. I have an element, I have one Coco 45 for each element. So I have a nature, a fire, and a water, obviously. And as a secondary, I would use the Vindertech Blaster because I thought it was a really cool weapon. A scoped revolver, good for headshots. Like, what? Pretty cool sounding, right? But that is not the focus of today's video. Today we are going to look at my old pistol build. And so this is what I used to run for the loadout. I know I said build, but same thing basically. So what I used to do back then is I would have Gunblazer Southie and just phase shift around to get my damage up, and then I'd just shoot at enemies. I'd also do the same thing if there was a big target like a Spitter, a Taker, or a Smasher. I would phase shift, then pull out my Judge, and shoot them in the face. Now for this loadout, you could theoretically use, oh what's his name? Okay, I went to the veteran book. You can use Jones Seabot because he increases your headshot damage by 50% based on your percentage of missing health. Which, for if you're aiming for headshots with the Judge, can be very good, but I've never used this enemy before, and I've only ever put him in my collection book because I just thought I could never really use him because I don't have a good history of hitting headshots. So, yeah. So let's get into a game and let's test this out. Now I actually need to go craft the Jackal because I don't have one pre-crafted on hand, so let's go craft it. Make sure I'm not being ambushed. And yeah, let's go test it out. Yeah, I just realized there's a stray gun right here. I didn't craft this. Double reload and magazine. Wait, hold on. What the heck?
Good. You've reached the shelter.
What
Use the terminal to run diagnostics to see what's wrong.
Okay, that's a weird perk choice, but I kind of vibe with it. Okay, we just voted to start, and it just started. I'm not sure what's happening. But we have a small crowd of enemies over here, so let's phase dash, and let's not miss my shots. Oh my god, yeah, you can see why. I probably see why this is going to work. Endgame for me. You know, we phase dash, then you go into the enemies, and like, you know, you can see they're dying. But that doesn't mean it's going to be that good, because remember, we're always phase dashing around, so we're always moving. And it can be a little hard to actually stay consistent with where you're aiming. Which is why, of course, I don't think it looked good when I first got here. Because I remember getting here and it doing absolutely horrendously. But it seems to be doing alright. Of course, I didn't kill the Husklings. I'm not going to count them as, oh wow, look at that kill. Because it's a Huskling. If your weapon isn't killing a Huskling, your gun might be underpowered or the nailer or something. I don't know. But yeah. Also, I want to state that we're not using a totally rocking out build, but instead we're using a shifting gears build, which is why we have coconuts this time around. So we will be able to heal ourselves a lot more conveniently and not rely on campfires and spamming subwoofers to get heals back. So yeah. Now, something I really hate about this zone and the repair the shelter is that it's super hard to find the modules. I don't know why, but I swear to God, they're just harder to see in this zone because, like, I don't have good eyesight as is, and
yeah, I'm still here. I'm here.
It doesn't really help. So yeah, we got a small crowd right here. Let's not miss my shots. Here. I know I should probably try to get better aiming, but I really don't care. It's a PvE game, and I'm not that worried about aiming. I am worried about aiming. If I can't aim, I can't really kill. You know, I'm not that worried about being super accurate. I just need to hit the shots that can showcase the weapon. Alrighty, we have an encampment right here. I know I don't tend to review on encampments, but let's go give it a spin. So we phase tap, and then let's see, just keep that circle of motion. Okay, if there's a big crowd like that with those Husklings, it gets super attention. But you know, if I don't die, gosh, oh my gosh, give me these coconuts. Oh, I need to reload. Oh, I'm about to die again. Oh, yeah, that's why I don't review on encampments, because honestly, they're kind of hard. Especially when you're soloing and game zone. Well, not soloing, but like when you're by yourself. Encampments have always been a bit more of like a for the whole team type of thing, in my opinion. At least that's how Epic Games intended it. Oh, oh my, I'm freaking duck hunt. I'm duck hunt for this. Oh my gosh. As you can also funnel them like this, I guess. Unintentional funnel, but I'll take it. Especially since I am a bit of a punching bag at the moment. Drops? What? Why are they saying drops? I don't know if you can see it over the overlay of the skull feed. But they're just saying drops, and I don't know what that exactly means. Like, I don't know. What does drops mean? Like, are they dropping something, or is something dropping? Or is there like a supply drops? I see, it's not doing as horrible as I was actually expecting. Because I remember this being a lot worse. I see it is killing. Not the most quick killing, but it's killing. Of course, gotta hit my shots. Okay, we didn't complete the encampment. Where is the mist monster? Oh, I know, it's a husk cleaner, stuck in water.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that didn't kill it. Oh, what the hell? Wow, the judge is apparently it was super weak. I remember it being, god. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, if the gun can't really easily kill like a huskling in one shot, kind of like the jackal did back there, you know, it's probably not worth it. But yeah, I'm trying to hit my shots. But you know, if you've watched previous videos, you know, it's a little hard for me because I'm on controller. I got bad eyesight, and I'm not the best with my thumbs. But I haven't seen a single module. I've been looking around, but yeah, there just doesn't seem to. Is that one right there? Oh yeah, there we go. We found one. Could there be more nearby? Oh yeah, okay, I see one over there. Nice. Convenient. There's none over here. Okay, I thought I did see some. Oh, hi, Mr. Board. Didn't mean to tame you. Wait, yeah. Okay, we'll get this one. Take resources, because I'm a little troll. Or some shit, I don't know. I don't know what they say. Yeah. I'll cut back if we find all the modules, start the defense, or if we find anything interesting to kill. Alrighty, so the mission hasn't started. We're being raided right now by the husks. And I'm not sure what they built. It's a little weird. I added the wall right here. There was no wall right here, but I added one. But I like the idea. It's just they clearly don't have the full understanding of broadside. So I'm just going to do them a favor. Just block that like that. Because we don't want them to... You know, we want the broadsides to broadside, but, you know, they do it like that, the broadsides. They'll fall down here and hit stuff, but if they're coming down this way, we want them to, you know, be damaged by the broadside. Now, this one is shooting out in the open, it's on the wall. These are fine because they're hitting. So, yeah, we have more nasty-ass broadside spammers, as you see. But, at least over here, it is kinda... Makes sense. This one makes no sense. It's going into nothing. This is just open spot. See, whoever did the wall darts, cool, awesome, nice job. But you know, this will technically work, and this will do great. These two right here, but yeah, some of these they don't seem right. Nasty ass broadside spammers. Alrighty, so I fell into a death pit, and we have some mist monsters. Now, they're a bit away, but this is a hand cannon, so it is meant to have a little range, and you see it is hitting them. I don't have really much space to... What the fuck? Where did you come from? You know, this is why I don't really like playing with randoms. They just tend to come out of nowhere, and then they kill the things I'm trying to kill for testing. But, yeah, that's what I do. It's what I deal with. And they're gonna steal that, aren't they? Fuck you. Fuck you. Nah, you wanna fucking, you wanna enter my abode and steal my kills? Nah, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I was doing testing. I was doing testing. Fuck you. You'll get none. You get none. Fucking spit on your fucking shoes. Okay, that noise has a different connotation with some people. I know they know they heard that and they thought of that fucking one girl. Fucking I hate that sound. I forgot the fucking Pngtuber thing. Oh, I fucking hate it. Fucking Pngtuber, man. Back in my day, when you went Pngtuber, you were talking about spitting on someone, not spitting on that thing. Yeah, Grandpa, tell us that story again, you fucking nut job. Alrighty, the mission defense has started. I'm gonna run over and let's test it out. So we have a couple enemies out here. Let's phase shift right towards them, and yeah, you can see why. Against 160 enemies, it does fine, but against 250, they tend to, well, survive, which is what is not what we want. We want them nice and dead. But you know, if they're surviving. Okay, this one, that game, you saw that, it, like jittered out of my bullet. Freaking Neo over here. You need to open your mind, Neo, to the Matrix, or however it goes. Get my point. Okay, we have a smasher.
Let me smash.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can see this is not something you might want to go for. Because, yeah, it's not that good. Now, actually, I'm curious how this build would be like if we put Chaos Agent in the support, and we just, you know, phase shift around, which, you know, his ability is phase shift. You reload your weapons, and it's very, very tasty. So I wonder how this build would kind of respond to that. So anyways, we got the mini-boss right over here. Let's see, it probably, to my luck, is going to be something like a tank. Nope, just water. So anyways, yeah, let's test it out. Okay, he's going for the brick wall. Water enemies do 2x damage to brick, so it's not the most optimal thing. But again, this is a nature mission. They should have been using metal. They shouldn't have used metal anyways, so I get it. But this entire front defense is metal. Okay. I like how the backside is brick, but the front side is metal. But freaking nature does 2x to metal. Okay. Okay. You know, I feel like if I tell them, they'd just be beating a dead horse at that point. I don't really have to care. But you see, it's not doing well. We can switch to this. We can you guys get a headshot. But as you see, it's not doing well. This is why when I got the Twine, I retired this build because it was no longer adequate for the use cases I was using it for. You see, it's alive. Again, it's a mini-boss. It's not meant to die yet. Instead, it wants to be a boss. Or a mini-boss. And whoever's fucking raptors in the way, you're dead. So yeah, as you can see. Yeah. Place down my heavy rest. No, I think it, oh, nope, they just moved. But yeah, I don't think I need to say more.
Let me smash.
Just not good. These two weapons early game might be fine, but if you're at the end game of Twine, it is simply not worth it. So yeah, let's try to see if we can actually kill the mini boss. Oh, I think. Okay, you know, it despawned. So I'm just going to replace this with brick. There we go. Hey,
let me smash.
Build block. Get blocked. As it will, like, the judge can knock back enemies, and if you're just trying to knock back enemies, it might.
Let me smash.
But usually you want to kill your enemies and keep them close so you can do your damage fully, because, you know, there is damage drop off. There's no bullet drop like in Save the World, which is a very, 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 very good thing. Bullet drop really, really sucks. But sadly, there is bullet drop off, where well, not bullet drop off, but the damage drop off. The further you are, the less damage you do, which is, of course, not tasty if you're reviewing something that doesn't have the most optimal range. So, would I recommend my old pistol loadout? Kinda. If you're in lower zones where the enemies aren't up to 250, it will work great because it does kill, it does damage, and it can be viable, but not in the N tier zones. Because when it gets past 250, it just struggles badly. Or not, well, yeah, when it gets past 250, it will struggle, but also past 160. Anything past 160 and so on it will struggle. It will not do good at all. So I wouldn't suggest it for end game zones, but for new players or middle players or like freshly intertwined players, it will work great. And if you are in that said lower zone, you could actually probably run this with a Fossil Southie build or any other build that isn't like a primary weapon build, like Constructor build or a farming build or a hero ability damage build. Like that could be, those weapons could be very good as just using while doing something else. Because yes, in lower zones they will kill and they will do great. But in endgame zones, pistol wise, I suggest the Whisper 45 because besides being a very strong pistol, it's also just kind of a very cool looking one. Like, look at it. It's like, it's a military weapon. It's from the military llamas. So, like, it's a very good weapon. You can flux this, but it also has this chance to come back with the military llamas. But the military llamas don't always come back, so it is honestly the better option is to flux it, which I find kind of stinky, but if you're looking for a good pistol to use in a game zone, the Whisper 45 will do great. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.